So they're saying 2 times of your employee earnings. When they say earnings, is that total compensation or a particular only certain compensation element
Just
like base salary?
the base salary.
Only base salary or
Correct.
total base? But I'm
No.
seeing earnings here. Earnings sounds like entire compensation of the employee. Which
Yeah,
one is
no.
correct? Mhm.
At least my
Okay.
understanding is the base doesn't include commission and bonuses.
Yeah, that is excluded. I am based on this, what I'm assuming is it includes base pay plus allowances, excluding rewards like bonus, commissions, etc. So total
Let's
base.
configure it your way then, the way the understanding you have.
Oh yeah, definitely. Okay, 3 coverages. Increment by $10,000 up to 5 times of the employee earnings. Maximum 10 lakhs. Up to 5 times of the employee earnings, which means 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000. Increments by 5,000 up to, oh my God, this is the spouse domestic partner is the challenging now. Up to
500.
1,000. But here, if you see, they're maintaining the amounts, okay? $10,000 up to 5 times. Can I say 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000 that way?
Yeah, so there's yes, so that's what it is. So basically, just to kind of explain it, so under this is optional plan. The employee is not there; it's not mandatory. But if they, let's just say, if you scroll up a little bit, on the employee, the guaranteed issued amount of $250,000.
Yeah.
So a new hire can enroll. You have an option to enroll in that plan when you get hired. If you waive it and decide not to enroll in the plan, and then you go into the next open enrollment, and then you elect to enroll in the plan, then you have to go through what is called EOI.
Okay. So we'll do one thing. This open enrollment will keep it aside. The
Yeah.
yet to cover.
Yep.
So based on this requirement, we will proceed.
You don't
This
have
is
to
in
probably go through all. Yeah, this is more.
calculations. So what I understood from this, your requirement is, okay, this is something different. Disability, ST,
This is
STD, LTD.
LTD, yeah.
This is a percentage based one.
Yep.
So what is mean by duration here? Employer paid benefit till 13 weeks.
Could you repeat that? That's the Social Security normal retirement age. So
Okay.
the SSNRA is the Social Security retirement age. Here, I believe it is 65.
And I got the requirement because this cannot be accommodated in Workday duration, because this is something like if some LTD, STD happen to an employee, employer will pay till 13 weeks of this amount what they promised.
Correct.
Okay.
Up to $3,500 a week, I believe. 60% of the earning or the maximum.
Right. That payroll has to be taken.
Yep.
This is percentage based. But my question here is 60% of your total base pay to a maximum of 3,500 a week. Does it mean employer is offering the amount to employee this much?
Under
Which means the employer
under the short-term disability, yes. So if someone's making 100,000, they'll get 60% of that So, which is obviously going to be
Sorry.
under the 3,500 a week, but someone's making 500,000. The max anyone gets is $3,500. So if you break down their yearly salary to weekly pay, and if it's above 3,500, the max they'll get is 3,500.
Mhm. Okay, let's move on. So let's continue with the first plans. Okay, this
Yeah.
will put aside, but of course, maybe in the next session we'll pick up. This one will take quite time. Okay, so here I'm just thinking, can we accommodate in one plan? Do we need three plans? I'm
You need
seeing
three
we need,
plans.
yeah, that's what we need three plans here. Employee, spouse, child. Okay, let's proceed. Do the provider ID, etc., etc. No.
No, none of that. Yeah.
So insurance. So I will go with one insurance coverage type for three plans. Okay. Of course, I can create three different coverage types also. That also works, but I'll go with only one. I'm not seeing multiple required. Voluntary life and AD&D. Coverage type, since I will give coverage type equal to voluntary life AD&D.
So the
While
other one is a totally different plan, the one above it. So if you go up on the previous page,
uh
so this is the
no, here we have
plan
only
itself. This is term life. This is employer paid.
gotcha. This is a different plan you are saying.
Correct.
So who is eligible for this plan then? Only employees?
Everyone, all full-time employee,
All
regular
full-time
employee.
employees, not
Yep.
dependent or spouse, etc.
No, only employee.
Okay, let's do this. Time life
And
and
AD.
it. And what is this plan?
This is
Voluntary life.
voluntary.
Okay. Only employee.
Yep. Required.
Mandatory.
It's employer paid, so
Yeah.
auto enrolled.
Okay. Life right.
Yep.
Only one election.
Yep.
Is it mandatory?
Yes.
Two times of the employee earnings and maximum can contribute around 6 lakh US dollars. Two times. It's a flat, right? Two times, not like one, two. You're not giving any option. By default, all full-time or salaried employees will get two times of the earnings, correct?
Correct.
Multiplier. Maximum
600,000.
salary plus allowances.
Yep.
So since I'm selecting total base pay salary frequency, I'm selecting annual. So the template can see the lump sum amount. Calculate as a date. If there's any decimals, you want to make it round to 0, round to 1, round down to 0, you have an option here.
Okay. What's the common practice that you usually see?
Always round up to 1.
1. Okay.
Yeah. So here you have a rounding rule, round up to 1.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the important now. Select this multiple benefit coverage levels, coverage level names, enter the name, 2 times of the earning in short form total. Multiply starts with 1, end with 2, increment by 1. What does it mean is, so normally here it is flat 1 only required, but since 3 are mandatory, I'm selecting start with 1, end with 2, increment by 1, which means you will get 3 rows, something like this. Sorry, 2 rows, 1 and 2 I selected. But we have flat 25,000, correct, sir? 2 times. So what you can do is remove this value, just keep it as 2. Okay?
Okay.
2 times 2 times of total earnings coverage amount. Okay. And the same 2 times whatever your config will be available, select this. Okay. Okay. Now this is ready. Now go ahead and create your benefit plan. I hope it is recording. Yes. What is AD&D stands for, Richard?
The what is it? American Disability.
Okay.
Yeah, going blank right now.
What is the name we have given? Term life AD&D.
Yep.
Okay, benefit plan also I'm not giving, let it be the same. Benefit group, active employees USA salary, these we are already aware. So
It stands for accidental death.
how is it?
Yeah.
I can.
Dismemberment.
Would you like to display this name for the employees and all?
Usually you just put it AD&D. Yeah, you can put accidental death. That's fine.
Okay. So our salaried employees are eligible. Of course, if you want to restrict to full-time employees, you need to create additional eligibility rule here.
Okay.
It might be there already, I'm sure. I'll do a quick check. No, this is something different. I will come back and so covers only employee, auto enroll plan, mandatory, and this is a pre-tax coverage we created, right?
Yep.
that name. AD
Yeah,
and D.
there you go.
AD. And then benefit group. Oh, rates I have not created. For now, I will select the existing one. I will explain what is the rates later, because I also has to look into this before I will explain. So let's create one. Better. Why to skip?
Okay.
2 times of coverage. So at this moment, I'm not selecting any impact. These are applicable if you want to increase the amount, reduce the amount based on the age, increase the amount, reduce the amount based on the service, increase the amount based on the salary. You require to select this option. But for current requirement, these are all demographic factors are not to be considered.
Okay.
And no gender related. And if you want, if you have tobacco use, which means there is an additional cost for the employees who is consuming tobacco, but they have to declare they are consuming the tobacco. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm not mentioning any amounts because we are going with coverage. Okay. So what is the employer cost? Does the employee get any amount for this?
Just put I just put $5 monthly.
$5.
Yep.
Okay. That is will control on the plan. No
There's
problem.
no employee cost. It'll be employer.
Oh, sorry. Employer, you are saying no employee.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Done. Good to go. Employer cost. Auto enroll. Covers employee. We already created AD and D 2 times. Benefit group is remains same. There is no age reduction policy. We are maintained on the plan. So I will pick up one example. AD and D. That's it. So remaining, any have questions, sir? You know about what is earning a deduction? Age reduction policies, as I mentioned, amounts will be increased or reduced. Either you can maintain the amounts here, or you can maintain on the rate automatically. Those will be defaulted here. Okay, this I will cover maybe tomorrow session. Better I should go through again. Don't worry. But for your requirement, it is not applicable. Any questions here before we save this record?
No questions.
Right. Proceed. Then benefit event I am creating. AD and D term life. restricting for USA, submit elections by 10 days. Go to the edit enrollment event rule. Okay. Uneven data on coverage rules. No dependence. But these values we have to check with the customer, okay? So plan level, based on the plan we are configuring when to assign, when not to assign, that is impacted here, and that information we don't have here. I'm going with standard practice. Okay. Okay. I will select just worker selectable. Automatically we have enabled, so this is what coming. 2 times of her salary is this much.
That's company contribution.
Employer provided. Just a second, I will explain. So the calculations are a little weird here. Sometimes we have to hide the calculation since, but Workday has gave the fix. I'm confident the calculation accurately works. Okay, now you can see here. So what is the employee total base pay?
27,610. Oh
Total
no,
base pay
94,700. Sorry.
94,700, right, sir?
Yep.
Multiply by 2, how much it will come?
So it'd be close to 198, somewhere around that, close to 200,000.
Okay, now let's go to our plan.
189.
Does it match your requirement?
Yeah.
That's it. Earlier, what happened initial days in the year of 2014-15, the calculations are not correct. It's a bug in Workday. What
Okay.
Workday hide this one with the security team used to create some security, they will hide. Okay. Any questions around this?
Nope.
Okay. Move on to the next. This is like big plan. What I will do first, I will create one. Okay. Of course, we are creating three. Don't worry about that. The
Yep.
same pattern because this required dependent eligibilities, etc., etc. Okay. Increment by 10,000 up to five times, which means 50,000. And this is the trickiest part. Increment by 5,000 and not exceed to, my God, 5 lakhs. How many rows it will come? Child 10,000. Now I have to think, can I create 3 compensation multipliers? Can I create 2 compensation multipliers? Is my question. I mean, I'm asking to myself. Let's go with the one. Try to always simplify the work. Okay. Voluntary life and AD&D.
Do you need to create a provider? Because that's still Lincoln Financial, right? So we can use the same provider that you have created.
Okay. That's true. Voluntary life and AD&D.
And then in the parentheses, you just want to put employee.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Voluntary life and AD&D. Either you create 3 different coverage types, but I will go with one: employee, spouse, dependents.
But if you do employee, spouse, and dependent, you won't be able to build in 3 different coverages. So wouldn't it be best to just do one for employee, separate for spouse, and then separate for dependent?
That also works. That also absolutely works, but I'm going to control at plan level. Let me show you, sir. As you mentioned, I can create 3 different coverage types. One is for employee, spouse, dependent. This works absolutely. Or I don't want to more data in my tenant. I can go with this option. Let me tell you how. Okay. This separately also works, no doubt. This also works. Oh, 1 second. So employee can select more than one coverage or only one coverage, only one election. For employee, if employee is married, he can choose, he no need to select more than one, right? He can select only one. If he's a single, he can go with this. If he's a married, he can go with this. Or if he's a married and staying with the child, he can go with this.
If
Right?
he's married and the child, he can select all three.
Right. But child, better to create separate one. Okay,
It
no
is better to
problem.
create the spouse one separate too.
Okay. Let's
Because
see my
there's some
solution.
other rules in there. For instance, if they do not select this coverage during new hire, if they select it during new hire, they can do $250,000 without having to go through eligibility, which is the EOI. Right now, if they don't select it new hire and they decide to select it on next open enrollment, the max they can do employee is $30,000. Employee can do $20,000 without having to go through EOI.
Gotcha. Okay. There's a dependency then.
Yeah.
But if you go with this approach, what happens, if the employee want to enroll all the dependents.
You enroll only one, it applies to all the dependents.
But I'm still thinking. Okay. Here anyhow it's covering child. Okay, that works.
It's optional, actually. All three of them are going to be optional.
Only one election, right? Not anyhow. Now we have all the different types. No need to select this value. If it is only one, then yes. Just a second. Okay, sir. Let's proceed. What we have to do now, the next step, coverage types. Now here is the challenge. Not a challenge, solution is there, but three different will go, one will go. Minimum is 5,000, 10,000, up to 5 lakhs. Oh my God. How many rows we need? Okay, no problem. What is that? Voluntary life AD&D. Total base pay. This currency. So select the currency coverage.
Yep.
Okay. Coverage amount. Sorry, amount based coverage levels. Create based amount based coverage levels. Name it voluntary life A&D. Voluntary coverage starts minimum 5,000. Maximum.
Are you doing the employee or are you doing the spouse first?
Yeah, that's what. Actually, what I'm thinking is they have two options here. I can create separately for each. Okay. Or I can create only one and include all the values. Okay. So I'm trying to accommodate with only one. Let's see. If it doesn't work, we'll go with. Definitely it will work. The maximum how much, sir? 5 lakh.
100.
Lakhs. Increment by, shall we do 10,000?
Yep.
After 5,000, 10,000 only, no? 10,000. Okay. Increment by 10,000. Okay. 51 rows. I have 15. This is the challenge. 10,000 is there, I think. Started. 10,000 for employee. Okay. Just a second. This doesn't work. Of course, I can override it, but better not to go. Voluntary AD and the TBP. Better to give salary X so that people will understand this anyway. Currency USD. Coverage starts 5,000. Coverage ends. How much it is? 5 lakhs. Increment by 5,000. Now we will get 10,000. 100 rows. This works.
Yep.
Okay. Coverage amounts. First one is how much? Per employee 10,000 up to 5 times.
Yep.
10,000. 5 times means I will say 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000. Okay, sir. From 10,000, I'm taking 5 times 50. So he can choose the coverage amounts, all these values. Employer is maximum. Okay. So quickly, let me explain this also. Sometimes employee may be more than one position. Okay, that is called add job overlap. Do you want to consider the additional job salary also for calculation? If yes, select this checkbox so that it will include 2 salaries of the employee. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. So those are checkboxes which are related to that. Annual, on-event, rest everything fine. Round amount to nearest value 1. Rounding rule will come. Round up. Okay. Good. Let's proceed to create a plan. Employee, right? First one. Yeah. So these are standard. It's a pre-tax, post-tax. You can select those options. If it is auto-enroll, select these options. Coverages. Only employee. Insurance coverage. What name? I have?
Increment of currency coverage.
Yeah. But the name I should have employee there also, otherwise it leads to confusions now. Okay, good. I should give, okay, I will do one thing. I will rename it. Okay, rate, I'm using the standard one. Just now we created before this because there is no rate band or impact on the age factor. So what did I created the rate? Term life. So just give me a second. Okay. Which one we created, sir? This is the right rate. I'm going with this. Right. Same process. So how do you want? Shall we create all the plan then testing carry tomorrow? Or do you want me to test right away this plan?
No, create it all and then we can test it tomorrow.
The next plan requires dependent eligibility, spouse or domestic partner. Okay. So you need a dependent eligibility. Create benefit ELI. Already the value might be there, but we're creating a new one. AMD dependent equal to spouse. Multiple values some people created, please ignore. Okay.
Okay.
And I will create this also because we need child also quickly for next plan. AMD dependent equal to child. This is the most interesting one. And people are practicing with different terms. Okay, so let's proceed. So what I'm saying, no, we can go with one. What does it mean is, I can select here voluntary AD&D. I will give plan name is spouse. Okay, this also works, but as you mentioned, maybe for validations conditions, you need separate, then better to create multiples. Worker plan eligibility, AMD. Oh, sorry, this is different plan eligibility. Spouse only, right? Yeah. Covers, spouse. Coverage is how much, sir? Oh, I have to create a different coverage now. 5,000 up to 50,000.
Up to 500,000.
Yeah, I had to create a new value. Let me give a try here. Mhm. Where is this? Okay. Mhm. 5,000 to 5 lakh. This is the challenging one to select. Oh, I have to select all right. Sorry, I'm not giving the rounding rule. That's fine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me create another coverage also for another plan. Child. Child, how much, sir? 10,000 flat.
Yep.
Child will create. That's it, sir. We have created 3 plans.